no, it's not the Sickness Tree Typhoon. Spikelings, I'm your host, the evil boy that even viruses are afraid of, Aspiring Spike. Today in the Typhoon, we're going to play the bestest boy in Modern, Selfless Savior, while improving on the Amalia combo deck. Can we turn to the ranks, have glory, win some trophies, or opponents find a way to stop us? Stay tuned, like, follow, sub. Aspiring Spike season, give the greatest sub of all. Aspiring Spike sub. Thank you, Chest. Numbers with the 11 months. Thank you, welcome back. Yeah, hopefully don't affect anybody through the computer, huh? But okay, so over the weekend, I was talking with Jarvis. I was like talking about playing Amalia combo in Modern, and I was like, is Amalia better than Devoted Druid? And this was, you know, a question I was really pondering. I'm like, is this card better than Devoted Druid? I don't know. Is this plan better than Devoted Druid combo? I was really unsure, and Jarvis was like, immediately, unequivocally, yes. And after playing against the deck a bunch in Pioneer and kind of pondering this a little bit more, I think that I agree. It's like, okay, so for those who don't know, if you've got an Amalia and a Wildgrowth Walker, and then you have any way to explore or any way to gain life, this becomes a 20/20 that destroys all of the creatures. And you get to explore like 19 times. That exploring 19 times usually will set you up to like return to the ranks for a lethal kill next turn. A lot of times with Dina. It's nice that Dina also kills through the ring. But what's like really nice about okay, I'll thank everybody for these subs, and then I'll after the deck tech. What's nice about this is this kills through the One Ring. But what's so good about this combo, especially compared to the Devoted Druid combo, is you don't have to untap with Amalia. It's something that happens immediately, and you get the effect. And even if Amalia dies, you're likely to untap and return to the ranks for the win next turn. Yeah, and then that's another very important thing is Curse Totem almost does nothing to this deck. Curse Totem super popular right now because of Yawgmoth's dominance. Curse Totems stops Haywire Mite activation, Boromir sack, and then Dina's sacrifice, which isn't even the important part of this card. It is very funny that we're playing a creature combo deck in Modern that doesn't care about Curse Totem. I think that's a really big deal. A single Solitude can make you sad. That's the thing, though. That you think a single Solitude will ruin your day. It just isn't true. Like, and this is something like I think when I was first thinking about the combo in Pioneer, I was like, okay, well, you just make a 20/20 and then you kill a 20/20 and it's over. No, you explored 19 times. Like the advantage that comes from exploring 19 times is pretty nuts. And it almost always will set you up for like a really powerful return to the ranks next turn. You know, obviously the deck isn't like, you know, Solitude is a good card against the deck, but it's not like you just get soloed by a single copy of the card. So we'll see. And, you know, it also this Modern build gets to play Aether Vial, which I think is phenomenal. You get to play Auriok Champion over the 1/1 for 1 Soul Sister. You get to play Eladamri's Call, which I think is good. I think Collected Company is just not a good card in this deck, and also in general, but you don't really like that card in decks that are like not playing a lot of 3-drops. Solitude can't force a draw. 5 mana sources is kind of high, but we'll keep. How does the draw situation happen? Oh, interesting. So you can draw in this deck if you do the loop again after Amalia already has 20 power, because the loop stops when she has 20 power, but then it goes again if you continue to loop afterwards. At that point, you have to mill your entire deck, and in paper you have to mill your entire deck, and then if no one can stop the loop, it's a draw. Okay, so they take the Amalia. We're up against Living End round 1. We have a lot of cyber cards for Living End today. May not end up being a super good matchup game 1. We'll see. We also have a main deck Boromir we could try to chord for if we can get there in time. They give it to Doomers, they give it to me. I'm not sure. I don't know if well, I think we probably both got it from some person. I think that, like, I remember, like, the night I checked out of my hotel, I like went up to the receptionist or the check-in area, and I asked a question, and this lady just coughs. She just coughs at me like the first thing she does. I don't know, maybe that's when I got it. But she doesn't like turn her head or anything. She just coughs at me, and I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know. It also is just like airports. I really feel like is where you get it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to cast the Wildgrowth Walker here. Obviously, they have the Grief, which is tough here. Thoughts behind Return to the Ranks instead of Rally the Ancestors. Well, you get to bring your stuff back permanently. Rally the Ancestors is only does anything with Dina. Okay, so presumably they will grief my Wildgrowth Walker here. Oh, you know what? I should have played a fetch land, so I could shuffle with this Architects of Will. Yeah, I think Prowess is better. It's something I've been like meaning to kind of circle back to. I haven't really gotten around it. Mythic yet? Yeah, I didn't get like a lot of time to like practice and grind last night because I was feverishly watching 90 Day Fiancé, just trying to like rest up a little bit. I did playtest a little bit though. Okay, so did they have 20? 12, 16. All right, let's go to game 2. Okay, got a lot of sideboard cards. We got an Endurance. We got a Chalice of the Void. We got 3 Drannith Magistrates. I'm not going to bring in the Magus. Haywire Mite could be good if my opponent has Leyline of the Void. Could be a card I'm interested in. This matchup is probably going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to cut the Extraction Specialist. I'm going to cut the Auriok Champions. I'm going to cut the Selfless Savior with no Fury in the format. Do you have any way to give Amalia haste? I don't, but vialing it in end of turn is kind of like that. How does the combo work? Yeah, so if you have Amalia and Wildgrowth Walker, and then any way to explore or gain life, and you have lots of ways to do that, then you get to explore 19 times, turn this into a 20 power creature, and destroy all the other creatures. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you also have Dina also to give haste or whatever. They showed 3 black cards in red. Sanctifier no good. Sanctifier is like I think very mediocre against them. You could bring it in. It's like, all right, I'm going to exile 3 of your 6 creatures. I'm going to spend 2 mana, exile 3 of your 6 creatures, and then you're going to living in, and then, oh no, I'm dead to your other 3 creatures. So I feel like that's usually the Sanctifier and Vec experience. Sometimes you can bring it in. I don't feel like this is a deck where you want to bring it in. Do you like to... Hold on. Okay, I'm going to keep this in. Do you like to see cool brews? Not like a deck tech, because I like where it's at. But I'm interested in seeing others' brews. So like a free deck tech because you don't need any advice or help on on the deck. I don't know. Yeah, if you pitch your deck idea good enough, I'll take a look. That's been the deal lately. Is Chord better than Coco right now? Chord is just always better than Coco. Coco sucks. Coco is just not a good card. Is my new opinion. My very lukewarm take. Come on with the 2 years. Welcome back. Thank you. Did I miss Elves Trap to Fury banning? Yeah, we played. I think Elves is fine. I like it. We lost playing for a trophy the first league. So a little sick. I'm sick. I have COVID at the moment. I'm now also 90% fluids. I'm like 20% Pedialyte, 20% kombucha, 20% matcha, 20% Dayquil. Just all a bunch of different fluids. All right. They also may be like pretty cold to this with no more Furies in the format. We'll see. Is Surge of Salvation not a consideration for this deck? I don't really think I want instant speed protection spells that are just like instants. I feel like I'd rather be playing creature-based protection spells. I have Selfless Savior and Boromir in the main deck. Could be playing a slightly different combo. Why not keep Drannith in hand, eventually play with Bile? Because of this card. If I had done that, I would have had my Drannith Magistrate grief this game. What does living in do if you just get the combo in the graveyard? I don't know, but it also seems not very easy for us to do that. I know people want me to Boseiju the Steam Vents. There's not any reason to Boseiju the Steam Vents. Alright, attacking with my 1/3s. You got 6 more turns, opponent. Open for deck tech. If you got the points, I'm open for deck tech. Any reason you don't get into Legacy that much? Yeah, I mean, it is very hard to get into a format, especially a format as like complicated and intricate as Legacy. I've played a lot of Legacy in my life, but it's been a while. But you know, the stream is always about trying to innovate and trying to do new things and trying to, you know, trying to share ideas. Okay, we'll keep an Eladamri's Call on the top, of course. And it's like, the amount of time it takes to like learn a new format to the degree that you can innovate and have new ideas and explore the format. It takes so much time. It takes so much time to get to that point. And it's just not something, you know, there's only so much time in the day. Like, it already takes, like, my entire week. You know, it takes, I've been doing this for so long, it's like, I don't have time to also get into, you know, Pioneer and Legacy. Can't do it all. Okay. I'm going to respond here. If they have Force of Vigor, it's pretty tough. Seems like they don't. Just put another one into play. Okay, deck tech for Tucker. We got lethal in play next turn. Hopefully they don't have a second answer to our second Drannith Magistrate. Is it control? Is it control? Don't play this card. This card, Jason the Mind Sculptor, not a playable modern card. Just like Collected Company. It ain't good. Forget about it. Break up with Jason the Mind Sculptor. I'm sorry. It just like ain't. It ain't doing it. I don't know. I don't even know what it is anymore. Stop. Just don't put it in your freaking deck. You don't need it. Play 2 more Archmage's Charms. Good to go, baby. We played a deck very similar to this recently. Stop trying to just don't play 4 Unholy Heat in these decks without, like, you have to play 4 Mishra's Bauble if you want to play 4 Unholy Heat. You can do that. This card sucks in these builds. It is pretty dang bad. It is just so slow that you're realistically going to get Delirium online. So I usually recommend Fire Ice instead of Unholy Heat in the main deck of these builds. You also have Flame of Anor. You've got Fire Ice. You've got, you know, Snapcaster. You can kill most of this stuff. I also tend to think the first copy of Murktide is like pretty good. And you're also like, you're probably playing these 2 dress downs. Because like, oh, I'll just dress down. I'll get Delirium. It's still like, you have 2 of them. I don't know. Just casting 1 isn't going to do it. I would also play the 4th Preordain before the first consider. I know that like instant speed with Snapcaster is nice, but you can sorcery speed that Snapcaster. Preordain is a better card than consider, and like very, very simply put too, like you can keep a lot of 1 land Preordain hands that you kind of are like a lot less happy to keep if they're 1 land consider hands, which is usually just enough for me to want to play Preordain instead. 18 lands, even with Lawrence, it feels low. No, this is 22 lands. 22 lands with 6 cantrips. This is maybe even too many lands, to be honest. Opponent's on a Mold of 6. We probably, I guess if I hit a white source, I can get Endurance. I'm gonna try to keep this. Yeah, like this is probably too many lands. Honestly, I would maybe even go down to Lorien and play 18 through Lorien. with the speedy catch. Oh, well, we could also just draw endurance, I guess. That's nice. Shouldn't you wait for them to cast a cascade spell to use Eladamri's Cenote Vial? Well, the problem is if they Violent Outburst, if they draw a Force of Negation next turn and they wait and they pass and they Violent Outburst, it's a little bit worse. It's not really going to be any different anyway, other than like, oh no, my opponent is passing with Violent Outburst up, and now I have to be, you know, I have to wait this whole time. Okay, I'm going to cast the Wildgrowth Walker. Is it pretty unbanned? They unbanned it this summer. It's been a pretty good unban, I think. Have you had any issues triggering the combo after you assemble it? I mean, there will be some issues. Like, you do need a card, but you just have so many ways to do it. It's pretty trivial. You have 4 of these. You have 4 Innkeeper. You have Auriok Champion. You have Chord of Calling, Eladamri's Call for all these. It's like, it's pretty. Tucker with the 8 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It's gonna be an interesting turn. Because I'm oh well, interesting. Also interesting. Maybe I'm supposed to evoke endurance here. I think I'm not supposed to though. I'm not going to. Just because I can just Amalia next turn and fill my graveyard up really hard. And if they have like endurance plus Cascader plus this grief, you know, it is what it is. We can also maybe graveyard that. Maybe draw a white source and Eladamri's Call for a Magistrate. Can maybe draw a Magistrate. Okay, so we did not. So I think we're gonna go with Plan A, which is do this. We also get to gain a crap ton of life. So auto yield to this, auto yield to this. Chord of Calling in the graveyard. Prosperous Innkeeper in the graveyard. Prosperous Innkeeper in the graveyard. Cenote Scout in the graveyard. Innkeeper in the graveyard. Could have pitched Endurance to call it back. Seems like I would just always target my opponent's graveyard there. Surprised to only see 1 copy of Endurance 75. How many would you play? Was Walker not lethal? You don't know how the combo works, and that's okay. The melee is going to destroy everything. So I wasn't able to put a Return to the Ranks on top. And what would you play the extra endurances over? Alright, so yeah, so if they don't have, you know, Cascader plus endurance, I think they're gonna lose, and I think that's you know, good enough place to be after getting griefed. We're also at a cool casual 113. When to play land? I did play a land. I played this Temple Garden tap this turn. Ooh. Well. Well. So I don't have the Dina in the yard. Okay, let's just cast Amalia again, and then we can maybe Eladamri's Call for Magistrate or Eladamri's Call for Dina. Why not Return to the Ranks? Well, which 2 creatures do you want me to return with Return to the Ranks here? So I call for Magistrate. I don't feel like I need to call for Magistrate because I'm just like, okay, say living in. Would Thomas keep see if you work as protection piece? I don't feel like I want these like shitty. Oh, I run a 1 mana protection spell. I'm really gonna get you. These effects are like so mediocre, and you just have Return to the Ranks to like do it again the next turn is the idea of this build, I think, and I think that's a lot better. Okay, now I'm gonna Return to the Ranks. Ooh. Fuck. I really didn't think they had endurance because they use their generous end. They just don't have a Cascader. Thankfully, they still don't have a Cascader. Okay. Interesting game. Another land, which I'm kind of unhappy about. Only 21 lands in the deck, but this is, just classic. Twitch.tv/Aspiring Spike, I guess. Ooh, but this is the combo. I guess maybe I should have cast the Haywire Mite first. Because now they can subtlety this, but like would they subtlety it before? I don't know. Let's just do this in their upkeep. Like to sack the Mite to Dina to start the loop. All right. That matchup's probably good. It's definitely a weird one. Sack the Mite, not Dina. Yeah, I did. Because of fetches, Aether Vial, Eladamri's Call, Auriok Champion, a bunch of sideboard or sub-sideboard cards. Vial's probably the biggest one. Force of Vigor. Horizon lands are pretty good. Boromir. You will resolve. Yes. Yeah, this is a very good Vial deck. This is creativity. Not creativity. Could be rhinos, could be 4-color. Be a few different things. Is Takaduma not good enough? I don't think so. I'll cast almost nothing in the deck. I know you played in the modern version or Pioneer version. What was that drink? Dude, I got so many drinks right now. I literally 5 fluids in front of me. I have kombucha, I have Pedialyte, I have matcha latte, I have Vive Organic Immunity Boost, I have Dayquil. I'm like just becoming a liquid and loving it. Yeah, I'm juiced the fuck up. Calling Dayquil a drink as a take? Well, the way I've been drinking it, I tell you what. I tried to hit my land drop off the Explorer. Maybe my opponent kills it, but I've got the Return to the Ranks. Is Noble Hierarch playable in Modern now? I want to cast Knight of the Reliquary. No comment. Alright, so here are the rhinos. We get 2 more life gain triggers, 2 more explore triggers. Alright, this deck's broken. Singer with 21 months. Thank you, welcome back. Chord of Calling. Alright, let's keep that. Maybe also just getting big. More violent uppers matchups? Yeah, the bye. Five damage. You gotta pay 3 life for that opponent. Okay, so seems like I cannot return to the ranks back Amalia and Chord for anything. So 1, 2, 3. I could Chord for 1, I guess. Force of negation, huh? Pitching subtlety. So I could have played around that by tapping differently. I was thinking maybe I'd want to Chord for 1. I guess that's probably kind of flawed logic. We're doing okay though. Our life total is pretty high. Nine Singer again, think of the 22 months. A lot of good draws here. I feel like the whole deck is kind of good draws. You know, Temple Garden. We have 2 3-drops in the deck. I think I'm gonna leave them at 1 and 2 here. Eladamri's Call. So I can go Eladamri's Call for Amalia. Oh, but I don't have enough green mana to. I guess I have to call for Walker and then Chord for Amalia. That'll work because I can tap that for green. So let's do that. It's just gonna be like a little bit better against than playing another spell here. Okay, let's do it now. If their last 2 cards are another Force of Negation and another blue card, we can lose. Why this over something like Heliod seems like you need less cards to combo? Does it? Like Heliod combo is like you have to play a 3 mana enchantment, and then you have to play a you have to play a 4 mana creature and then spend another 2 mana giving it lifelink. That's a lot. It's a lot of mana, and it's all at sorcery speed. This shit's 2 mana. This shit's 2 mana. You Chord for them for 0 mana sometimes, and then you just have a lot of incidental ways to trigger it. And you're not getting got by Cursed Totem is like super big at the moment too. And I guess that's it. I don't know. I feel like the deck's looking really good. Should have just held up the Petty Theft. Yeah, I mean, this is another thing modern players don't know. They don't know what the hell is going on with this card. Yeah, it's also true. Like, brewer, hey, Spy, give a brewing stream. Why are you brewing? What the heck is going on? Is this deck run Birthing Pot if it was legal? I don't know. Probably not. Like, with the current iteration, they're not. Don't really have very good pod chains. Is Vial the most impactful modern card for this deck? Probably. I think Eladamri's Call is also pretty good. Like, I think I like Eladamri's Call a lot in this shell, especially with Vial. I think it's a little bit worse without Vial. Kind of hate Collected Company. I don't think Knight Errant of Eos, which you could play, is like super good either. Wow, they just concede. Feels good to be like beating, you know, my opponent. Like, I'm gonna who with, you know, playing creature deck where your opponent like interacts with you and plays rhinos on turn 3 is always pretty exciting. I don't feel like I need to go too hard on the rhino hate necessarily. I feel like it could. I'm gonna cut the Haywire Mite. I'm gonna cut. Well, Auriok Champion is not that bad. Like maybe I'm just like playing one Drannith. Oh yeah, Tidebinder is pretty good against us though. Probably have to play this Chalice. But maybe I'm just thinking I'm just gonna play one Magistrate. I think the Samwise combo could slide into this potentially. Of course not. Or slide. If you mean slide, like sideboard into it, doesn't make any sense. You mean slide? I don't know what you mean. Just trim an Innkeeper against the Fire Ice deck, I guess. Why have 3 Drannith if you're going to play 1? Well, you may have noticed against the Living End opponent we just played against, I played all 3. That's the matchup I want all 3 in. Let's mulligan. Let's keep. I don't know what I'm putting back. Maybe just the Scout.
You want more eggs?
No, thank you, though. Samwise can fetch Amalia from graveyard and Cat goes to graveyard anyways. So you're saying played the 2 decks together. Like as one deck. Maybe. I'm gonna play both my fetches on the first 2 turns because of Tide Shaper, Tidebinder, Tide something. Yeah, you could do that potentially though. We'd have to like map it out a little bit. Ooh. See, I wanted to fetch a basic and keep my life total high. I got punished with the Auriok chip, I guess. Am I sick or something? I am, yeah. I've got COVID virus. I am like 90% liquid. Can they pitch an agent? Let's go and bottom this. I think I'll probably be like a little too late for it. Next turn. Coming into work anyways. Yeah, my first test yesterday was negative. The second one was positive though. And we got it. It's not so bad though. I had it, you know, a couple of years ago. It was a lot worse for me then. I mean, hopefully maybe it will take a turn for the worse, but so far it hasn't been that bad. Just like a little bit feverish yesterday, and now I'm just kind of like snuffly. Yeah, Esther hasn't caught it. We've been sleeping in. Well, she's been sleeping on the couch, and I've been wearing a mask around her. And she also had it like. I mean, it's been a little while at this point, but she had it last year, and so we're hoping that her immune system is taking care of it, you know. We're vaccinated and all. Yeah, of course. You got it at the RC? Yeah, I definitely got it in Atlanta. I don't know if, you know, if it was in the airport, if it was at, you know, at the hotel, or it was somewhere. They're playing Murktide Regent? That's like best possible for me by a lot. Okay, I don't have another basic to get, which kind of sucks here. So we get got by Force of Negation. I'm gonna, you know, get my Cenote Scout and hope for the best. I think Murktide Rhinos. I think the first copy is pretty good. You can play 2 if you want. Yeah, so if I had another basic to fetch, we could Chord and start the loop again, but we don't, so we're going to go to game 3. Close. You're most likely to have got to convince you. Yeah, for sure. I mean, airports are also like just such hotbeds for sickness, but also like at the hotel, like the clerk just like coughed at me. I just remember her coughing at me, so it could have been there too. It's mulligan. All right. Well, I want to keep the Boromir. I want to keep my whole hand. I want this to be a 7-card hand. I guess I'm putting back the Chord. Punt with the 12 months. Thank you so much. Welcome back. You can't get another one with Chord. I must have said it like 3. I know I'm sick and I'm like scratchy and hard to listen to, but we didn't have another basic to fetch. We could Chord for 0. We could not Chord for 1. All right, let's see if this is a Rhinos has all the 0 mana spells at the right moment kind of game. All right, I'll play another Vial, and I'll play a Scout this turn, trying to Boromir on turn 3. Graveyard this, return to the rings, I guess. Things can punt for the 12. Yeah, Force is looking a lot worse drawing the second Vial, at least. Alright, big jail step for me. Innkeeper. So, we're not going to be able to get Boromir down before turn 3, which is a problem. Oh, whoops. No, like usual, I didn't do anything to the audio, and people always say that it sounds drastically different, despite me not doing anything different.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spider.
Thank you, Gamer, for the 100 bits. Happy holidays to you, too. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to end up being able to do the trophy sprint. Also, I really want to. But like I was planning on like trying to get like logistically all the graphics and everything hammered out this week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the energy. I'll try still though. Another Cenote Scout. What do you think about the current modern meta? I'm having a good time. Ooh, we're getting Tidemindered. No, we're getting Violent Outbursted. Okay, that's fine. It's like there kind of like isn't a meta, you know what I mean? There is, but there also isn't. Like people are just kind of doing whatever the hell they want, and there's just a lot of weirdness at the moment, which is good. There's a lot of room for exploration, innovation, which is usually where I have the most fun. Playground Magistrate. Yeah, I mean, I would never like main phase the Vial if I had Magistrate though. I'm alright on Auriok. I'm drinking a lot of liquids. I don't have a fever at the moment. It's a little stuffy. Tactical Banana for 3 months. Thank you. Welcome back. We're able to race them just with double Soul Sister here. Amalia is like the best draw by so much because with these Soul Sisters in play, we get to explore like through our deck pretty well. Wildgrowth Walker would be okay. We get to gain 3 extra life. Aether Vial, pretty bad top deck. The 3rd Vial. Meta is Titan Rhinos Living End. Is it? I know those decks are like certainly around, but is that like all of it, do you feel? Fires, these two. I'm gonna go ahead and sack the Boromir, which is tough. I feel like I need the Innkeeper in play to survive. Obviously not good against them having another Cascade spell, but they do only have 2 cards in their hand. Find a forest. Let's go ahead and try to draw Amalia. Okay, well, at least we're insulated against another Cascade spell now. Probably toast. I feel okay about losing this game where they, you know, went 0-mana interaction, kill your thing, Cascade, removal spell. Lose these a lot as creature decks. Is Affinity still a playable deck? Affinity hasn't been a playable deck in a long time. I don't know. It's okay. People play it despite it not being very playable. I would usually recommend just playing Hardened Scales or Hammer instead. If you want an artifact-based aggro deck. Would be a fun game to win. A little late on the Wildgrowth Walker. It's gonna go up to 5. Let's concede. Deck's looking good though. I want to keep my whole 7 again. I guess I can put back second Horizon Land. I'm gonna save the Cenote Scout until after. Ideally, both Wildgrowth Walkers if I draw another land, or if not, we at least get to trigger one. Maybe I'll play both. We'll see. See what we're up against. We're up against a turn 1 Ragavan. See if they have a. What's that card called? 1 mana deal 3 damage to any target. Negative for COVID. No, I tested positive. My first test yesterday was negative. I maybe didn't do the test right. I don't know. I feel like I didn't get like I got in there. You know what I mean? I don't know if I got like enough snot on my swab. But yeah, the second test came back positive. Yeah, I've been playing a Timeless on Arena. We played like a match. Ooh. I guess it's probably good to Specialist this turn. This way I can get max value out of the walkers if it resolves. Interesting list. Don't oftentimes see like Grixis Ragavan with Counterspell. A lot of times they have like Drown in the Lock instead. They don't even want to cast the Aether Vial. I'm like almost insulted. Auriok Champion. Card seems very good against like the Bowmaster Ragavan deck. Let's keep it. Alright, so they've already played 2 counter spells. Do you have a third counter spell? Got a Snapcaster for counter spell. Let's see. Probably the Year list. Yeah, I'd love to see a list if someone has it. I feel like I know it's like so simple, Ragavan and counterspell in a Grixis deck, but I don't know that I've seen this almost ever. Let's play Innkeeper this turn so we can chord for 2. Take us Auriok Champion should be like just should be so stable here. Plays a Misty. 2 cards in their hand. Ooh. I was probably reading, not like deciding if they want to counter it. Another Auriok Champion. Let's put that in the graveyard. Selfless Savior. I don't hate it. So I guess I'm supposed to keep. Amalia also out of Bolt range. Not sure if they have Bolt in the deck. Yeah, so now maybe I'm supposed to... Ooh, a Mutavault. It's kind of... yeah, I guess Mutavault does change my plans here, because I'm like, I can wait a turn and play Selfless Savior. to like play around a removal spell, but since they play Mutavault, they're gonna have a chump blocker. So I think I'm just supposed to do my combo, gain a ton of life, and then get to a point where I've got like a return to the ranks. Oh, whoops! I just milled a return to the ranks. I guess that's okay. Okay, and they concede. Cool. Yeah, Auriok Champion looks really good against them. I'm gonna begin the fourth copy. Sanctifier stops any Snapcaster Flame of Anor stuff, which probably is good enough to bring in. I think I probably don't need this Haywire Mite. And I probably don't need this Boromir. Boromir's maybe okay. Maybe we can stop some sweepers. Maybe I can trim an Innkeeper. Yeah, this seems fine. Let's run this. I like this deck is looking like it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, feeling pretty good. There's definitely a lot of like maybe opponents not knowing how to play against it. Yeah, Boromir for EE or that kind of stuff. Is Coco too random? That Coco's just not a good card. I mean, like to some extent, it's like Coco in a deck full of 2-drops is like you're not getting, you know, as much value off that card as you could be. Like you want to be, like Coco's good because you can put 6 mana value worth of stuff and play for 4. That's when the card is good. Magus with the raid. Magus, are you streaming again? What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah, Coco just kind of sucked. It's like inconsistent. It's expensive at 4 mana. Just like totally off of it. No, so the combo's too good for Pioneer. It's like it's the best deck at Pioneer. Like yeah, I think clear like at the moment like clearly the best deck. We're playing Pioneer Super Qualifier Saturday. We'll see. Saturday is the 23rd. I am you know, I have COVID at the moment. We'll see how I'm feeling, but hopefully, I'm definitely optimistic that I'm gonna be on the mend soon. How my IRL week can go? It went okay. I had fun. I caught COVID. It was. I don't know. It was okay. Atlanta strikes again. I'm gonna slam the Sanctifier. I'll be okay if they use a counterspell on it. And that is a counterspell. I've been loving Cenote Scout. I feel like a lot of the Amalia combo decks in Pioneer only play 3 scouts. I would feel like I'd definitely be playing 4. Visher with the 12 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Alright, another Amalia. I already have one. I think I'll keep it though against Grixis removal spells. Although I guess there's also the concern of my opponent casting one. I guess it doesn't really do anything in their deck. Rude. Incredibly rude. That was my Aether Vial. You stole it. Slap with the 25. Thank you, welcome back. You don't want to draw 2 cards? What's the explain the combo command? Well, I didn't make one. I don't know if anybody did. But we've comboed a few times. Maybe we'll combo again. Maybe you'll get to see. Explosives on 2, huh? So maybe I'm going to call for Boromir now. So they have like a Stern Scolding. There's Dina. I think I'm okay to Graveyard Dina. We have to return to the ranks. Alright. Eladamri's Call. Planning to get Boromir. Andy, the 13. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, it's not coffee. It's kombucha. It's like a ginger lemon. Oh, this one's actually cyan flavored. This is pretty good. Okay, then they pop the explosives, which we'll take. Boromir, how dare you? The audacity. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to call for Walker. Bad Chef Wins. Thank you for the 9 months. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the resub. And a violin snap counter. Pretty happy with this, obviously, with the return to the ranks in my hand. Now, do I offer the trade? Because I need this for a Convoke, but I also want to stop. I want to stop Flame of Venor, but I guess I need this for a Convoke more than I want to stop Flame of Venor. They got 2 cards in their hand. One card in their hand. Okay, so do I think I return to the ranks both Wildgrowth Walker and Amalia this turn with the knowledge that most of my deck, or a huge chunk of my deck, is going to be able to combo, and I have 2 Horizon Canopies in play. And I can play around them top decking counterspell for my 2-for-1 a little bit better now, and I get to use my mana. Like if they just top deck a counter, it's just such a nightmare next turn. Because we could draw. I guess this doesn't do it without. Okay, I'm not gonna worry that much about Bowmaster. This doesn't do it without something else. But this is something else. So if they drew a counter, maybe they would counter this. Oh, hold on, sorry. Target actually all 3 of these. So they're dead if they drew a brick. Alright, so they're dead. Cool. 2 and 1. I think it's Living End, Grixis removal spells, which is probably, if we're playing Devoted Druid, I probably would have lost. Yeah, I was thinking about Luris in the deck. And alright, keep this one. Can I put back Specialist? Yeah, sorry, Specialist. Yeah, the deck has definitely been looking pretty good, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. Up against Rhinos again. Rhinos was their loss earlier. Although, I guess it could be a different deck. They pitched Temple Garden, so it is probably Rhinos. They also mulligan to 6. I'm going to play my Aether Vial. Land at the top would be ideal for sure. Suspends of Footfalls and Cycles Lore Revealed. Okay. So again, land off the top would be huge. We get another look at it with the Scout. Nice. I guess I get Godless Shrine for my double white cards. I think I'll be good on this Chord of Calling, since I have 2 green creatures. Did I have fun at Darcy Maul Green? I did actually. I felt like gameplay wise, this was like the most fun I've had at a Pioneer tournament. So there's an Eladamri's Call on top, which I think I'm gonna keep. It's pretty good with my Aether Vial here. Yeah, I feel like gameplay wise, I was really happy with the Pioneer tournament. This maybe like, you know, Amalia combo wasn't like I don't know. It was good. It was good. I had fun. If Arena had asked me, "Did you have fun?" Smiley face, frowny face, I would definitely smiley face. Should I like main phase? I think just because like this is relatively new modern deck or whatever, we may catch them by surprise. Am I gonna play standard for next RCQ? Probably. So if I Vial and Amalia now, and they have any removal spell, and they do have 3 spells in their hand, we're not in super good shape. So I think I'm supposed to get Innkeeper with the hopes of like courting for 1 here. Oh no. Okay, I'm still okay if I draw a land off the top because I can play this into this. Not dead. My plan, I suppose, is to chord for another scout and then gain 4. Cenote Magistrate, yeah. Just game 1. Could also block with a Wildgrowth Walker. I think I want to play around Violent Outburst because that's a card I can beat. Fire the Scout and fire the Innkeeper. Find Basic Forest. That's an interesting one. The Bloodstone deck Dire Fury Man? Probably. Well, that maybe just makes things easy. I was thinking that we would want to... I was trying to calculate if I could return, because I go 1, 2, 3, 4, then get these 2 back. Yeah, I couldn't quite do it, but I did top deck, huh? So they have Rhinos coming off suspend and their upkeep. It's probably better to play around their last card being Borrower, Fire Ice, Dead Gone, Force of Vigor. They have so many cards that stop the combo here, and their last card is a spell. I didn't let them have the Rhinos, just because like they're still pretty dead even if they resolve the Rhinos. Like the Rhinos just don't matter that much. I think we just gray rid everything because we already have Return to the Rings in our hand. It's exciting that like this is our second match against Rhinos. Both times my opponent had Caverns, Removal Spell, Tidebinder, Rhinos. Like this is like a very good formula against these creature-based decks, and we're still just doing the thing. What's the reason to not Vial Amalia? Yeah, there's a Tidebinder shutting down the Vial. Okay, I'll keep a second Return to the Rings on top. Did already play a land this turn. Although now my Vial is live again. So they do get to put 2 Rhinos in play, which we don't care too much about. At what point life total or end of range against rhinos? I mean, they can still kill me at 80 pretty easily. Cool. Gonna game 2. Again, I want all the magistrates against Living End, against it's their deck I want, I think, just one and then one Chalice. I felt like that was an okay plan last. I cut an Innkeeper, which I liked, and I cut the Mite. What happens if you do the combo again with Big Amalia? So the idea is that you have this Dina that allows you to win the game, and if they kill the Dina, you draw. Otherwise, in paper, it's a draw if no one can break it up. On Magic Online, can you auto yield to the combo? Because like it may just be whoever's clock is lower if you auto yield. Don't love this hand. I think on 6 we're kind of priced into a keep. A little bit scared of Tidebinder this game. Pay 3 life. I guess maybe we should have left Mite in. Thinking we kind of knew they were unbinding, I guess, with the Temple Garden that we saw. How's Bird matchup? Amazing, I'm sure. We have so much life gain. Is the big difference between this and Pyre Melee, the mana and Eladamri's Call? I think Aether Vial is the biggest difference. You also get like, you know, our sideboard is like mostly, or a big chunk, just modern legal. Count the draw, slow hand, into binding, agent probably dead. Okay, so I can put this Amalia in the yard. And then I can call for Wildgrowth Walker, and if I draw a land, there's a block here, so this is in the yard. So we'll call for Wildgrowth Walker, play Walker, draw land, and I can't get both back. Also, what kind of can't beat anything. We also maybe can't beat nothing. Okay, I think this is maybe like the only card that gets me out of it too. Dalton, for the 55 months, they go back. Brief summary. How did Atlanta go again? I 7-3 day 1. I died for PT contention in round 2 of day 2. And then I caught COVID, and now we're powering through the stream. Some number of Bowmaster? Maybe. Bowmaster's a good card. It's kind of not super... super synergistic. Might send. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to play. I might do Caverns on 7. Or I guess I had 6 cards before. Minimum record for PT Qual 12-3. 3. Yeah, but getting some Bowmasters in could be good. Not sure exactly where, though. I think I'll play a Magistrate. Thank you, Bib, with the 11 months. Welcome back. Okay, love this for us, with us also having Magistrate in play. Aether Vial first to try to beat Force. I would rather them force the Chalice than the Vial, I think. I did consciously think about it, and I would rather them force this. Or sorry, force the Chalice. Okay, so we do need a way to trigger the combo, but we have the combo. Okay, so good that they're targeting this and not like combo pieces. Hopefully they just play an agent and we draw one of our many ways to get the loop going. And then with this return the ranks in my hand, I should vial this in without really any fear. If they have Tidebinder for the vial, we don't really care that much. Right, obviously. Just fetching a Triumph now. Okay, fun. I'm going to leave this one at 2, take the other one up to 1. Essence Warden? Yeah, I feel like the 1-mana Soul Sisters are mostly bad. You could play one as like a Chord target. So we need to draw a Chord, Eladamri's Call, Cenote Scout to win right now. Otherwise, the life gain creatures could be good the following turn. Basic Forest. Not ideal. Still a little bit of time, but obviously now that they've got their mana up, it's going to be much harder. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe they'll Violent Outburst here. Should probably do this on their upkeep. Okay, so fire Amalia. Ward pay 3. So we grab Auriok Champion. And then if they have another fire, we're dead. If they have land, Violent Outburst, we are dead. If they don't cast the Rhinos, I think I'm just okay to be dead to those if they have them. Cast a Shardless Agent. That'd be best case scenario by a lot. Should we not have blocked in case of Outburst? No, because then I guess we can return the ranks our champion. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking we needed this in play to combo. No, you're right. We just return it to the ranks. How many pieces of the combo? It's really like 2, and like the rest of the like a huge chunk of the rest of the deck incidentally does it. It's 3, but the third combo piece could be a lot of different things. Wow, another one. So I guess I just vial. They only have 1 card in their hand, but I actually win this turn probably. We could build the Dina. Is there a reason no core target that ETB gain life? Yeah, I mean you don't really need it because you have the Cenote Scout as like a 1-mana card that like gets the loop going with Wildgrowth Walker. And you also have, you know, core targets that are Soul Sisters. We're looping. Benjamin with the 11 months. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're gonna win after the loop goes through. I think. Yeah. Wait, have we played a land? I guess we have to be able to have play a land to Chord. We have to get back the Dina, an Auriok Champion or something else, and then also the Walker. Maybe we should have kept that Chord. I don't know. Okay, keep another Return to the Ranks. I think the biggest thing to underestimate with this deck is just how much value you get from this combo. You get just like full of lands, fill your graveyard, put Return to the Ranks on top. This was like certainly a great innovation from the Pioneer gamers. I don't know who it was that figured this out, but they are big brain for sure. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to play the land, but I can get one more thing. It was Dom. That definitely seems like something Dom would figure out. Dom is so big brain. All right, you're dead. Thankfully, they're only at 9. But I think they're about to concede. Is there a version that can use Cauldron and Ballista to kill with Amalia? I don't think so. Like, you have, like, basically no other Cauldron abilities. And like, one thing that's really nice about this deck is that you're a creature combo deck that has basically no activated abilities, which is really good because a lot of people are packing Curse Totem at the moment. Could you hit always no and just watch? None of these abilities are this is the only one you could no to. This isn't mandatory, this is mandatory. Yeah, with only one card in their hand, there's nothing they can do. Feels good to, we did lose to Rhinos earlier this league, but definitely a trial for these kind of creature decks to play against Rhinos, although easier now that they don't have Fury. You get a 4-1 prediction going. Opponent is maybe I wouldn't accuse them of salting, just trying to comprehend how they got here. Maybe I was opening Timeless. So I built the deck in Timeless. It's Golgari Belcher. I'm in bronze still, and I've had a hard time grinding with this whole COVID situation. Thingamabobby with the 9 months. Thank you. Welcome back. But while our opponent is, contemplating their death, we could play a game or two of Timeless. Yeah, it's like I'm not really ready to do like a full stream just because like the competition is kind of weird here and like the bronze queues. Ooh, beautiful hand. I'm gonna keep. I'm not sure exactly. Like we probably have to go like. Let's see what we have. On turn 2, 5 mana. Let's see. We would need a little help. Okay, my opponent concedes though. Okay, hold on. Let's probably going Savior turn 1. PRC with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, the deck looks fun. I'm excited to get like a real stream going with it at some point, but I just need to get out of bronze so the games are better. We'll play best of 3 also. But you also, my favorite part of that deck is you get to go Besiege for Channel and then channel into a win off Karn or Belcher. Rank resets monthly. Wait, what? I have to like grind every month? Wait, does everybody go back to bronze every month? How do arena streamers do it? They just stream when they're in bronze and the games are like just super easy and like they just win every game. Seems like a life, I guess. Okay, so I can go Innkeeper, Scout, into Chord for Amalia next turn. You get on 2 rings. Okay, only 2 rings. Okay. That's fine. Also, rank doesn't matter. Well, I just feel like the competition on Arena is already so, like... Could be better, you know. Tapped Triumph. Pull Jim and make it a full series for content. Yeah. I don't know how Jim does it. Jim just plays so many different formats. So energetic. He's got it. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's got it. So we got them dead next turn. I'm a little bit worried about a stubborn denial, so maybe if it really feels like that's what they've got up, we could just chill. Arena has leagues. Yeah, I need to figure out how those work. It's the soundboard. Yeah, I just have one clip. You just got wrecked by the triple ritual. Whoa! It's working, chat guys. We got an arena gamer in the chat because we played Timeless. Dusk, congratulations on being the first arena victim. Does really look like they've got a stub up. Let's chill, I think. Yeah, the stream's growing. Let's go. I was one of the Bobby West guys yesterday. Yeah, I was your victim then. Alright, let's take 7 and then there's like very low chance they tap out. Get to gain a lot of life. I think we probably just jam the Chord now. And then we have the Horizon Canopy in our draw step. They won't always have it, too. Game lost Rhinos. We're 1-1 against Rhinos this league. Okay. Untap, draw. I guess we play this first for a little more selection. We also get to gain 6. Chessman continued to gifted sub. Let's go. Okay. Weird. I don't know what to do with this. Doesn't really do much here, I guess. I can triple block the Wild Nacatl maybe, but will they even attack with the Wildgrowth Walker? I don't know. So let me like, I guess I should chump attack. So that this has a good attack, so that our return to the ranks is good. Does that make sense? Attack with everything? Yeah, maybe attack with everything was better, but I want to also be able to block the Nacatl. Definitely a fishy attack. Okay, so let's triple block. Quad block? No, if they have a removal spell, I kind of want them to use it here. So down to 10. They have 4 cards in their hand. Could get double Tribal Flames, I guess. Consideration for finale core battle. You don't play either. Like almost, like definitely don't play either. Okay. Got 1 card in their hand. Hopefully not another stub. Like Eladamri's Call does a really similar thing as both those cards, but it's like Eladamri's Call. You get to break it up, and it's like better. It's good with Vial. Alright, so we're getting a ton of life. Only get to explore 1 time, though. I guess I could have left this Wildgrowth Walker back. Oops. Why no Coco? Coco is a bad magic card. Straight up suck. Just like bad. Up to 24. Your turn. That's the way we have no 3-drops. We're an Aether Vial deck. It's worse than Eladamri's Call in this deck, I think. Okay, we have a lot of Amalias in the deck. We have 4 Amalia, 3 more Chords, 4 Eladamri's Calls. Ding, ding, ding. So if I indestructible my Wildgrowth Walker, then we draw. So we probably don't want to do that. Looking for a Return to the Rings to keep on top, as usual. Sorry, I should be auto-yielding to all of this, I guess. And then we will get to save one of our things with the Selfless Savior. The little Lucy. Keep this Return to the Rings up. Yeah, I think Auriok Champion is the card. At this point, we can just go ahead and do it, I guess. How's Vial been? Card's great. It's like Soul Ring, but better. Would Gila be worth it? I don't know. Some people are playing value Heliod and like the Pioneer builds. I don't think I want to play it, but I would not be surprised if I was wrong and that the card was good. Oh fuck! I put it in the graveyard. Oops. I guess I'll keep Chord. I guess I don't know. Not sure how that happened. Okay. They have to have a binding anyways. Still pretty ahead. This deck would have been good against Scam. I don't think it would have been good against the Fury Voidwalker deck. Yeah. There's like no shot actually. I guess the Auriok Champions would have helped. Hoping they don't just binding me. Fuck, dude. I can't believe it. I just misclicked on the Return to the Rings. How many do I have left? I only have 1 left in the deck, too. Is Coco not good? Yeah, Coco is not a good card. Straight up, bad card. Ooh. I'll take another one. Why? I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but it's inconsistent. It's a 4-mana spell. And making it like very slow, very inconsistent, very clunky. In this deck, you're not getting like max value out of it because you're only hitting 2 mana creatures for the most part. I don't know. I'm being hyperbolic, but it is when I say that it's bad, I guess what I really mean is that it's incredibly overrated and people just love to put it in any fucking deck. And like people just like put it in these decks every single time, but it's just like suboptimal usually. Coco's still good at elves. It's not. Coco is worse than Chord. It's worse than Elvish Chorus. It's worse than Tyvar. It's worse than Realm Walker as your card advantage card. It is. I haven't played Coco and Elves in a long time. I have not missed it at all. Plays deck wants Veto. We have Dina, which is better than Veto because it's 2 mana. Elvish Chorus is sick and Elves. The card is so good. Yeah, Knight Errant of Eos could be better than Eladamri's Call. It's just cheaper than Coco. Okay. Do you have another binding? Cool. Yeah, you also hit only 1 creature off Coco way more often than people like to pretend they do. Okay, so keeping Haywire Mite against them. Don't need to sideboard too much. Probably don't want the Boromir. Magus could be really good against them, but we probably can't afford to play it in this deck. Just mostly for Tron and Titan. Could play Second Mite. Second Mite could be okay. Could play a Skyclave. You're not the first person to ask today if I would play. I'm just gonna play another champion. You're not the first person to ask today if I would play Birthing Pod. I don't think that this build would just like play Pod over like Eladamri's Call or something. But also not super relevant. Like the card is not legal. Revoker's for Yawgmoth mostly. I just tuned in. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not upset that you're not the first person. I just think it's funny that 2 people asked that today. Pond on Arena? I don't think so. Taking 5. Definitely don't love how we don't have any combo pieces in our hand. I would jump early there. I feel like with my chords I don't want to, but maybe with Return of the Rings I do. Feels like we'll be able to jump. I guess it's like later Scions. Good argument for jumping. I'm gonna go in my upkeep here, Violin, both of my cards. Alright. Amalia on top. We will keep that one. Protected against a Leyline Binding at least. Volper with the 27 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Combo Modern. Yeah, that's the stream title. We're going pretty well. 3-1 up a game. First league. Is that a private energy drink? It is Pedialyte, the unofficial official sponsor of twitch.tv/aspiringspike. I've drinking like 2 of these a day the last couple days. Alright, pay for your reward. I could Haywire Mite to explore, but I could only explore once, so let's let it go, I guess. Draw Dina. Alright, just gotta find a return to the ranks, I guess. But Elson's the free ban. Yeah, we played I think 2 leagues, and we lost playing for the trophy on the first league. I remember. I can't really remember how the second league went. The modern field deck, like, yeah, it's missing gifts ungiven. So I really liked it was also loam, but I used to play this beautiful Sultai Uro Field of the Gifts deck where you would gifts for like Uro, Loam, Field of the Dead, or you could go Uro, Loam, Fetch Land for Mystic Sanctuary or Mystic Sanctuary, and then like Time Warp, Hour of Promise, Damnation, Splendid Reclamation. It's all pretty good. Alright, I think I take the hit. We'll play around, return to the ranks. Yeah, but if they ever put Gifts a Given on Arena, which maybe be a tough one. Ooh, brutal. Oh, sorry, I could have gained 2. Oopsie doopsie. We're pretty dead anyways. Alright, game 3 on the play. Maybe I should have mulliganed my hand, I'm not sure. How do I feel about this one? Feeling good enough to keep it, for sure. Not sure if I'm getting Godless Shrine or Verdant or Overgrown Tomb. Gifts can't be that hard, but Judge Cards mine. I don't know. Gifts is like the way tutors work on Arena. You have to like scroll through the whole deck. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna get I think Verdant Catacombs or Overgrown Tomb for this chord. That's obviously, we have double white considerations too. Is it a vial? Could we play 4 doubles or birds? They'd be worse than vials, I think, by a pretty significant amount. Why am I looking at playing Arena more? Well, more is like more than 0. But they made a new format called Timeless that looks kind of fun to me, and it's that's kind of it. I just want to play. It looks kind of fun. It's a pretty good rest in peace, unfortunately. Hopefully we hit a land off of this explore trigger. That'd be pretty good, important. Okay, we did hit one. Your turn. Although maybe I want to be able to chord for a Haywire Mite. Actually, yeah. I think I want to be able to possibly chord for Haywire Mite here in response to removal spell. Wild in the cattle. Alright, let's just pass, or untap rather. Could you get a sponsorship from Wizards for wildcards? No. But even if I could, I don't think it would be a great move to be like the only one. It'd be cool if they did that for like a lot of people, so a lot of people could play the format. Oh. You're dead. Well, I guess you could have Solitude. But I don't know. I'll buy them. It's okay. Just like everybody else. And complain while doing it, just like everybody else. I probably want to keep that. I know I can't. I mean, it's okay. It's just like, do you have the Solitude? If you did, you probably would have already Broken it up. Being a WotC ambassador probably gives you some perks. I don't think they give you just like a ton of wild cards. I'm also like, I don't know. I didn't apply for the ambassador program because I thought it was for like, is it for like, I don't know. It's also like, I don't, you just like you like have to make a bunch of like sponsored posts or whatever. You have to be like, hooray, thank you for Wizards for giving me these booster boxes. Hooray, I'm going to give them away. But it's like I already have like too much like magic product that, or like magic cards I don't know what to do with. I already have like magic cards I haven't sold or anything. It's just like corny, and I don't need the booster boxes. You know what I mean? I don't want the booster boxes. Dina Prime, worst name of the 21. But I heard that they were going to start paying the ambassadors, so maybe I'll look more into it. But I heard they were actually going to get money. Okay. 4-1 their first league. I feel like the deck looks great. I'm down to run it back. I do feel like I probably want like a Bowmaster in the deck. I'm not sure what I'd played over though. Maybe the Specialist. Specialist is like kind of whatever. He's ridden by Coco. Coco sucks. The card's really bad. I mean.